everyone, today I'm actually going to show you a get ready with me when I go to a festival. I go to a lot of festivals, so I was just going to show you guys the basics of what I do with my makeup wise to make it last all day and how to look fresh and fun. I'm going to start by just using this Kiehl's tester. This is the Ultra Facial Cream Tester. I'm also going to be applying a little bit of the creamy eye treatment with avocado from Kiehl's. This is amazing. I'm going to get the full size. I just want to finish this treatment first. I'm going to be using my favorite thing in the world right now. This is the liquid illuminator from NYX. And I'm going to just put this on my cheek. I'm never too worried with these because it looks quite intense when you first put it on, but when you put the foundation on, the intensity kind of disappears. For my primer, I'm going to be using the Mercier foundation primer that's blemishless. I really love the Mercier primers. I think they're one of the best on the market. They really feel good on the skin. They don't contain any silicone, which is nice. And I can feel this one is really nice and sticky. So I really feel like this is going to keep my makeup on all day. For foundations, I'm going to be using two today. One to make it a little darker because my skin is a little darker now. This is the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani in 5.75. And then also my Marc Jacobs for coverage. I love using my Marc Jacobs when I need my makeup to last all day. So I'm going to be using these two today. And I'm going to just place this on my skin here. I think this will be a good color. Maybe it's too light as well. And I'm gonna blend that out with my... For concealer, I'm gonna do my concealer right away. I'm gonna use a long-lasting concealer, and that is gonna be my favorite of all time. My Prolongwear concealer from Mac. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that Prolongwear concealer. And because we already did such great priming there, it's definitely, or shouldn't actually get too cakey. So if you feel like your concealer always gets very cakey, then I would recommend always doing some skincare under your eyes before you actually put on your concealer. And I do want to put a little bit of this NYX HD concealer in yellow just to make sure it's nice and bright. Infamous I actually have the infamous Mercier powder. I love this stuff, and I'm gonna be using that to set my under eyes today. And we're gonna make sure our under eyes are not creased by just going in with our beauty blender. And I definitely don't use this on an everyday basis because it is so expensive. It's more for these occasions when I really want my makeup to last a long time. I really just do like to use the best products for that. I'm gonna be using a mix of some MAC and some Makeupgeek shadows. And I'm gonna just start with one of my favorite transition colors, which is Chickadee. I think I use this in a lot of different tutorials. I just love this so much. And it's so great for when you are going for a nice summery look because it has that yellow undertone that's really gonna warm up the crease. So I'm gonna put that through the crease. Again, please remember, I'm gonna keep this very easy. I always tend to keep my eyes pretty simple. Wear some false lashes, a warm crease or something, and that's with a smaller brush like this one. This is a nice fluffy brush from Zoeva. I'm gonna take this color. This is Red Brick, one of my favorite MAC colors. I love this for the crease to warm it up. I can also put this, like, if I feel like I have a brown and I don't feel like it's warm enough, I will put this on top of that brown and it will really make a huge difference. So I'm putting that into crease, making sure I go in the corners. And there you have like a nice orangey crease. I'm gonna take Cocoa Bear. You can also use Swiss Chocolate by MAC. These are both kind of similar. And these are actually my staple colors for every day. I'm gonna put that right in the crease. Make sure I'm making that a little bit more wearably and not so red. And these are actually my staple colors. These are my go-to colors almost on an everyday basis. So if you guys are looking for, if you guys are wondering what colors to buy when you're buying Makeupgeek or MAC, These are good staples. For our eyelid, I'm gonna first take a base of this. This is Cosmopolitan. It's just a gorgeous like coral color. I'm putting that down. This is super for a festival. It's just such a beautiful corally color. All That Glitters from MAC. It's just a nice shimmery kind of pinky color. I'm gonna put that right on top. And you can customize this however you want. You don't have to use the exact colors I'm using. There's always dupes for everything, don't worry guys. And then for the inner corner, I always like to use my favorite inner corner highlight. This is Shimma Shimma by Makeupgeek. It is such a perfect highlighting color. If you guys are looking for that perfect highlighting color that's just gonna look super bright in your inner corners, this is it. And it's so pigmented, you don't need a lot at all. You can see in most of my tutorials I do use this quite a lot, and it is for a reason. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Corrupt, which I'm saying a little bit because it is really pigmented, and put that right in the kind of end of my crease there, and just really work your brush into that to make sure it's nice and blended. I'm gonna take NYC liquid liner and I'm gonna just make a thin line on the top of my lashes, because we are gonna be applying lashes, but I don't think I'm gonna do a cat eye today. I just want that to be nice and lined like that. And now I'm gonna apply some lashes. The lashes I'm gonna be using, I bought 2 new lashes from Lash XO, and these are actual exact copies of the House of Lashes Iconics and the House of Lashes Bambi and Siren, maybe? Is it Bambi or Siren? I'm not sure. These are super nice, and I'm gonna be using these ones. This is the, ooh, this is the Lash, what name is this? Does this not have a name? Venus Vibe. I'm gonna apply these and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I actually forgot to film. The rest of what I did. Basically what I did is I applied a little bit of cat liner because the lashes weren't as dramatic as I wanted them to be, so a little cat liner will always kind of make that pop a little bit more. Now I'm just gonna continue with my face. I took my NYX Wonder Stick and I'm gonna just use a little bit to contour because this is just a nice way to make everything last all day. And my favorite brush to use with this is actually a Real Techniques brush. This is 301. This is their contour brush, and I'm just gonna quickly make sure I nicely and so I'm just gonna blend that out. Solei Tan de Chanel. This is their cream bronzer. It is so amazing for the summer. So I'm gonna use my Real Techniques kind of face brush, buffer brush, and I'm gonna start just applying that on my cheeks here. And this bronzer really does last all day, and it looks so natural in the skin because it is a cream, so it kind of blends in a lot more natural. And then I take my beauty blender just to sharpen up that line again, because sometimes I get that bronzer all over my jawbone. One of my favorite things to use as a blush is actually this color from the Anastasia Light Contour Kit. This is a bronzer, and it's just a beautiful orangey bronzer. And I apply that on my cheeks, and it just intensified all this noise. There's a really unhappy child outside. I don't know what he's unhappy about, but he's been crying for years. It's okay. Calm down. Don't cry. Now, a fun little touch that I like to do, and I've been doing it a lot lately actually, is I'm gonna take NYX Vivid Brights liquid eyeliner in the color Vivid Halo. And what I do is I just put 3 simple dots, and it really makes a huge difference. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in as much as I can here. So I take this liner and I just do 3 little dots right there by the liner. And that's obviously the best part with festivals. You can have a lot of fun. I might even put a dot at the end of my eyebrow there. And may I say, these liquid eyeliners are so bomb. Just the one in the inner corner. And you are a dotted goddess. With my Urban Decay setting spray and all-nighter. I highly recommend the setting spray when you're going to a festival because you do want it to last all day. I'm going to be using the Longlasting Lip Liner in Peach Beauty by Essence. bit of Less Essence liquid lipstick in, what is this? Color Party. Right in the middle.